Good morning. Good morning. Are you feeling comfortable here?
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Sushma Gaur and we are here for ASL, Assessment of Speaking and Listening Skills. First, I tell you something about the process. We have three phases. Number one is of introduction phase, in which you have to introduce yourself. Number two will be of topic presentation, in which you give your opinion about the provided topic. Number three will be of problem solving phase, in which a problem will be given to you and you have to give your suggestions. Is that clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
So we start our first phase, that is introduction phase. What is your name?
Ma'am, my name is Sharmila.
And what is your name?
My name is Anura.
So your names are Sharmila and Anura.
Yes, ma'am.
Sharmila, you tell something about more.
Ma'am, I read in 11th standard. I have taken PCB as my subjects.
PCB, what do you mean by PCB, beta?
Ma'am, PCB stands for Physics, Chemistry and Biology.
And what is your hobby?
Ma'am, my hobbies are singing and reading books.
Have you read any book?
Yes, ma'am.
Name them.
Ma'am, You Can Win by Kheda, and another one is Three Mistakes of My Life.
Who has written this book?
Ma'am, Chetan Bhagat.
Is he an Indian writer or foreign writer?
Ma'am, he is an Indian writer.
Very good. And now you are Anuradha.
Yes, ma'am.
Anuradha, what is your aim in life?
And I want to become a doctor.
Why do you want to become a doctor?
I want to become a doctor because I'm not a value of life. There are many doctors who survive their life for themselves or by earning money. But I want to survive my life for others, for giving relief to people who are suffering from pain so that they can achieve something special in their life.
Very good. May God bless you both. Now we are moving to our next phase, and that is topic presentation. I am providing you some topics. You have to select only one. Corruption. Number one is corruption. Taking of Western culture, global warming. You can take anyone.
Ma'am, I have selected 18 of Western culture.
Okay. Then come on to your topic.
It is now more than 65 years when the British left our country and we became a free nation. But sadly, the West still dominates our life and thinking. The fun of life is that we admire others for their dresses, music, dance, culture, and we often imitate them just to look modern and stylish. But the fact is quite opposite. Youngsters have gone so crazy for the Western culture that they even have forgotten all about their own culture and tradition. They do not know what Holi or Diwali is about, but they know all about the Valentine's Day. They would hardly ever visit a temple, but would never miss visiting a bar or a coffee house. Hellos and byes have taken the place of respectful namastes. Today, fashion born in the morning and die in the evening. The use of yarn in the fashionable girls is so common that they neither feel shame nor immodesty in using so. Here, we know the film industry also plays a major role in changing fashion. Here, the actors and actresses serve as a good model and bring a commendable change in fashion. People copy them in looks, wears, styles, and often they try to follow their old patterns in all the phases of life. But we should always remember that our culture is superior to Western culture. Western culture is just use and throw, while our Indian culture is evergreen and everlasting. So, I just want to say that we must follow and respect our Indian culture instead of imitating the Western culture.
Very good. Anuradha, you ask some questions better.
What do you mean by modernism, Samira? I mean by modernism that we should be modern in thinking, but not in looks, wears, and we should not forget our Indian culture. Okay. Why we don't follow Western culture? We follow Western culture only to look stylish and modern.
Okay, can you make a comparison between Indian culture and Western culture?
Yes, ma'am. Comparison can be made easily in the Western culture and Indian culture. We all know that, as I have said, that fashion born in the morning and die in the evening. So we can say that Western culture is just use and throw, while our Indian culture is evergreen and everlasting.
Very good. So by putting on modern clothes or dresses, can we say that we are modern?
No, ma'am. Just wearing modern clothes, that doesn't mean that we are modern. Because we should be modern in our thinking also, and we should accept the changes in a positive way.
Now, Anuradha, it's your turn to come up with your topic. Okay? The topics are, you can take corruption, rising prices, terrorism, anyone you can choose.
I choose topic ancient times, India was called the world and civilization was considered number one civilization in the world. But with the passage of time, our values, culture, underwent a great change. Many ill practices are deepening our roots, and corruption is one of them. That is spreading like a monster mouse. Corruption has become a way of life in India. It has entrenched deeply in social, economic, and religious life of the nation. To be true, right from the Prime Minister down to the ordinary person in Kaidar, no one is free from the suspicion of being a corrupt person. Simple living and high thinking used to be the idols of our leaders during the struggle for independence. But nowadays, priorities have changed. These days, scams and scandals are dominant over their political and social lives. For example, Rajiv Gandhi's government was bundled out because of the buffer scam. Our former PM was found to be handing gloves with delinquents of court scandals, and also the leader Lalu Prasad was found in for the scams. The main reason of corruption is that every person wants to become rich and rich overnight by hooks or by crooks. With the rise of Arvind Kejriwal in Delhi, and AAP has expresses the anger and agony against these corrupt practices. In India, a parallel economy of black money operates. It is controlled and regulated by the dons of underworld. Top posts and jobs can be bought easily. Even the security of nation was compromised by self-serving politicians, their agents, and the power brokers. The need of hour is an inspiring leadership equipped with a firm political will to fight and root out this growing cancer of corruption. People must start anti-corruption programs so as to curb this problem. If we are able to curb this problem, then that day will be a red letter day, and our concept of Ram Rajya and paradise on earth will be true.
Shavita, you ask questions with it? Anuradha, what do you mean by corruption?
I think that taking bribe or doing things in an illegal way is corruption, and I think most of the people are involved in corruption, involving our former PM or another simple culprit in office are involved in corruption.
Corruption and exploitation are interlinked. Can you explain this?
Yes, I think so that corruption and exploitation are interlinked. Poor people are not able to get in jobs. Rich people buy jobs, can get jobs easily with the help of a bribe, but poor people can't do so. They are getting away from their jobs, their duties, and other things. So I can say that exploitation and corruption are interlinked in nature.
Another, what do you think about it? A teacher can help in approaching this problem?
Yes, ma'am. I think so that a teacher can play a vital role in curbing this problem. He can give his students moral values. He should be an idol model for help students. He should feel patriotic feeling in students so that in future they can help in curbing this problem.
What do you think? Can this problem be totally abolished?
Yes, ma'am. I think so. This problem can be curbed completely. We should all do our duties sincerely. If we see someone taking bribe, we should call to police and hold and we should do our duties sincerely.
Third phase, that is problem solving phase. Here is a problem, this is your farm, and a problem has been described in it. Your task is to find out the solutions for global warming. What is global warming? And this is the problem that can extinct our existence from this earth. So you have to define it. You have to find out the effects. You can see results also and the solutions suggested by you. So what have you discussed here?
What do you mean by global warming? The increase in average temperature of Earth due to greenhouse gases is known as global warming. Shindra, what are the effects of global warming?
The effects of global warming can be seen easily, like as many skin diseases, cancer, eye diseases like cataract, and many natural problems like as flood, droughts are all the aftermaths of global warming.
How can this problem be solved?
I think that this problem can be solved by planting more and more trees, by reducing the use of
CFCs in refrigerators and by using public vehicle instead of private. What is the root cause of this problem?
I think the root cause for this problem is human himself.
How can you say that the human is responsible for this problem?
Because in his greed of development and becoming number one, he has forgotten all his duties toward the nature and he should be eco-friendly.
So you are saying that employee more and more trees can help this problem?
Yes, I think so.
I also agree.
Very good. So, at your personal level, how can you contribute to minimize this problem? What can you do at your personal level, individual level?
We should use public vehicle instead of private vehicle. We should grow more and more trees. We should reduce the use of CSs in refrigerators, ACs, and other electrical devices.
We should follow the 4R policies.
What do you mean by 4R program?
Now 4R stands for respect the resources, reduce, reuse and recycle.
These are the methods.
Yes, miss.
What of you agree with the option? Yes. Very good. This is the end of your speaking test. Thank you.